Welcome and welcome back to Granny Metalhead TV, and thanks for dropping by. It's time for the first edition of Granny's Southern Fried Rock. Now, back in the day, one year for Christmas, my folks gave me an old school tape recorder, not a boombox, not a Walkman, because those didn't exist yet. And then there was a few compilation tapes, because, you could get a whole lot of good songs from different artists for cheap. Now, one of those cassettes was from K-Tel, and let me know below if you are old enough to remember K-Tel. It was called Southern Fried Rock. Now, some of the songs here will be from that album, but there's a lot more to the genre than just what's on there, so a lot of it won't be. So all you little grainy maniacs, gather around for my latest batch of ear candy, because tonight we are checking out Charlie Daniels' band, The Devil Went Down to Georgia. So this was my favorite song on that album. Now, don't get me wrong, I loved all the songs on the album, but at the time, this was my favorite. Now, The Devil Went Down to Georgia was from their 10th studio album called Million Mile Reflections, and it was released in 1979, and it was a huge hit on the country and the rock charts, reaching number 3 on Billboard's Top 100 chart. Now, the melody came from a song that Charlie played guitar on in 1975 called Lonesome Fiddle Blues by a man named Vassar Clements. I don't know the song, but there it is. Now, Charlie raised it an octave and then wrote the lyrics. And the lyrics are pretty straightforward. It's about a boy named Johnny challenged to a fiddle playing duel with the devil to see, who's the best. And there's a lot of hot fiddle playing on, and you know me, I'm a sucker for harmonicas, gravelly voices, fiddles, and saxophones. This song has been covered by a variety of artists, from Home Free to Primus to Korn, and I'm going to have to check some of those out, although I'm pretty sure that I've heard the Primus version. I'm not positive, but I'm pretty sure I have. But all right, guys, buckle up tight, and let's get ready to sizzle into some Southern Fried Rock. Here is the Charlie Daniels Band, The Devil Went Down to Georgia, for Granny's Southern Fried Rock.
The devil went down to Georgia. He was looking for a soul to steal. He was in a bind because he was way behind and he was willing to make a deal. When he came across this young man sewing on a fiddle and playing it hot, and the devil jumped up on a hickory stump and said, "Boy, let me tell you what. I guess you didn't know it, but I'm a fiddle player too. And if you'd care to take a dare, I'll make a bet with you. Now, you played pretty good fiddle, boy, but give the devil his due. I bet a fiddle of gold against your soul, because I think I'm better than you." The boy said, "My name's Johnny, and it might be a sin, but I'll take your bet and you're gonna regret, because I'm the best as ever been. Johnny, rosin up your bow and play your fiddle hard, cause hell's broke loose in Georgia and the devil deals the cards. And if you win, you get this shiny fiddle made of gold, but if you lose, the devil gets your soul." The devil opened up his case and he said, "I'll start this show," and fire flew from his fingertips as he rosined up his bow. And he pulled the bow across the strings and it made an evil hiss. And then a band of demons joined in and it sounded something like this. When the devil finished, Johnny said, "Well, you're pretty good, old son, but sit down in that chair right there and let me show you how it's done. Fire on the mountain, run, boys, run. The devil's in the house of the rising sun. Chicken in the bread pan, picking out dough. Granny, does your dog bite? No child knows." The devil bowed his head because he knew that he'd been beat, and He laid that golden fiddle on the ground at Johnny's feet. Johnny said, devil, just come on back if you ever want to try again. I done told you once, you son of a bitch, I'm the best there's ever been. He played Fire on the Mountain, Run, Boys, Run. Devil's in the house of the rising sun. The chicken in the bread pan are picking out dough. Granny, where your dog bite, no child knows.
Now that's what I grew up listening to, not an auto-tune inside. And man, if you're blown away by that, dig the wax out of your ears and grow a tongue so that you will have some taste, because that stuff was hella fire. Love it or hate it, let me know below. And I hope you have enjoyed this as much as I have. And if so, please like, subscribe, and join the Granny Maniac family. And then hit that bell for all so that you don't miss anything. And share this video with others so that they can learn about all this excellent music and these artists. It costs you nothing, but it really helps me out a lot. And if there is a song that you want me to play, let me know that below too. Thanks again for dropping by. Love to my husband, Eric, and love to all you Granny Maniacs. Granny Metalhead is out.
Some say Liz, desperately hiding in the darkest forests of the great Northwest.
Bigfoot is here. K-Tel's Bigfoot is here, and far from frightening, it can be great fun. You can make footprints in the snow, follow the leader, make up your own games.
Bigfoot, you're fun!
Bigfoot from K-Tel.